Welcome back, team. Welcome to week 5 of virtual learning. I hope you all had a great spring break. Today and this week will be all about creating inequalities. We'll be taking word problems, situations, and turning them into an inequality that we can use. Hopefully get to the point where we graph by the end of the week, if not next week, and then determine what constraints are about a problem, and then find solutions that have real-world application or really describe and tell a story. So for the purpose of today and for right now, let's go ahead and look at all the tasks that we have set forth this week. This document is going to be our task sheet, you can say, for the entire week of Cookies Week 5. This week we'll be exploring how to create inequalities. You may have already come to see that there are some inequalities that contain two variables, such as x and y. We will be using the first homework assignment in order to determine what inequalities can be created with constraints given. The assignment this week will be called Healthy Animals and will not only ask you to find inequalities for the constraints given, but also test some points to make sure that that inequality is true. You may be given an assignment, you may begin the assignment if you feel comfortable doing so right away. If not, then just go ahead and follow the tasks that will guide you to gain access to that assignment. The extension on the assignment Healthy Animals is optional. It asks you to graph, so if you feel like you're up for the challenge, you can go ahead and do that. The pacing guide for this week, you'll see that tasks 1 and 2 should be done by Monday, tasks 3 done Tuesday, task 4 Wednesday, task 5 Thursday, and ultimately the answers that you get for the assignment for task 5 should be posted and submitted by 2 p.m. on Friday. Here off to the left, I put a whole bunch of resources for you, including the assignments from last week and the week before that, so you can go through and reference them. There's some cheat sheets that you can use on the upcoming assessment in a few weeks, as well as the ebook for our cookies unit, so that way you can get a good head start and keep going forward with the material as you feel comfortable. On the right-hand side, you'll see the tasks for the week, starting with task number 1, which is essentially watching this video. You will see that it says C9 Virtual Learning Week 5. You've already found it if you're watching this video. So make sure that you watch the whole thing through. We're going to talk about each task and what you need to do. So this task number 1, it's just going to explain what you're going to be doing for the week. Task number 2, I actually made a video looking at inequalities, and I wanted you to actually take notes on that. I tried to do it Cornell style. It's a brand new software that I'm trying to use, so hopefully it makes it easier for you. To watch the video and hopefully make it easier for you, I would go to 1.5 speed or 2 speed. I speak a little bit slow throughout, so if you speed up the video a little bit, it might make more sense. Task number 3 is going to be reading about inequalities. A lot of you said, Hernandez, I need more examples. I need more examples. So instead of me recreating the wheel and doing my own stuff here on the whiteboard, I actually found some good examples, and they're listed out right below here where it says examples here. You'll see 4 different example problems that you can look through that make an inequality out of a word problem. And you can select 1 or 2 of them so you can write down on a separate sheet of paper, so that way you can have them as notes as you move forward with this unit. Task number 4 is putting it into practice, practicing making inequalities and testing them. You'll see that there's 2 Khan Academy pieces of practice here. 1 of them creating the inequalities, 2 is looking for solutions to those inequalities. Each of these practice has about 4 questions each that you can go through over and over and over and over and over again, so that way you can practice the material the best way you know how, until you feel really comfortable enough, so that way you can go through and you can start assignment number 3, which is called Healthy Animals. Healthy Animals is an assignment that looks something like this if you click the link, where there is a person named Curtis who's concerned about his pet's diet. Now, Curtis, similar to me, is focusing so much on our pet's diet. As a lot of you may know, I have a new puppy here who's now eating his food. His name is Benny, and I've been trying to figure out what's the best food for him. So what a great example for us to go through. What a good assignment called Healthy Animals. You're going to be in charge of reading the background story, which is just located here, and doing a couple different things. Number 1, you're going to be ultimately choosing variables to represent each type of food that Curtis will be using those variables to then create inequalities, and then finding a solution that either makes the inequality true or does not make it true. For the purpose of this activity, you can actually write your answers here on this document, or you can do it on a separate sheet of paper and upload to Google Classroom on Friday at 2 p.m. The extension actually asks you to choose one of the constraints, not all of them, and draw a graph which shows the combination of food A and food B that satisfy the constraints. If you feel so compelled to do the extension, you can go through it on your own. That will be something that we're going to be going through next week. So, recap. Tasks 1, 2, 3, and 4, you are not turning anything in for. Those are just for you to get better access to the actual homework assignment, which is due on Friday. Other than that, the homework assignment can be done on a separate sheet of paper, or you can use this Google Doc that I've made. You can make a copy of it, and you can submit your work on Google Classroom using that exact document. These resources are there for you if you need to take a step back and look at the things that we've already previously done. But other than that, I kept it short, kept it to one page to hopefully make it easier for you. And yeah, I will see you this week during our virtual sessions. See you later.